Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. MTG Box Analysis here to take another look at Karlov Manor. Got ourselves another collector booster box here. This one is from a different case than the previous boxes, so let's see how this one performs. Still hunting a serialized card, still looking to pull some Surveil lands, and based upon MTG Chicago, looking for some Vein Rippers. That card has 5x'd in price since the set release, just simply based upon winning the tournament. So congratulations to the winner. I don't know your name, but that's okay. You know who you are. So we're here to crack open these 12 packs, see what kind of value we can find, analyze the contents, and see if this is a decent value. We have pull tabs, but they are, of course, not functioning the way you would expect a pull tab to function, so we may just go back of the pack ripping. So let's see what our first 15 cards have for us. So we got ourselves a detective token here, followed by a cryptic coat. That is going to be a really good hit for us. Then right behind that, we're going to see ourselves a mythic massacre girl known killer. And then we've got the Eye of Dusk Mantle, followed by Leyline of the Guild Pack. What a first pack. That is awesome. And then we're going to see ourselves a Hide in Plain Sight, followed by Call a Surprise Witness. Then we're going to see a Demand Answers with Mountain. Then we've got ourselves a Flotsam and Jetsam, everyone's favorite card. Then an Absolving Lamassu with a Persuasive Interrogators. Then we got a Rubber Belt Maverick, followed by a Bubble Smuggler. Then the Chase is on, and an Alley Assailant. All right, so first pack, really good. Let's hope it's not the best pack of the box. All right, so we got ourselves a clue, followed by a Hedge Maze coming in the borderless foil treatment. Very nice, with a Meticulous Archive, non-foil borderless. Then we're going to see ourselves a Prisoner Dilemma coming in from the Commander subset. Then we get a No Witnesses, followed by a Drag the Canal. Then we get a Dramatic Accusation, followed by an Auspicious Arrival, a Swamp. Then we're going to see the Whisper Drinker Vampire with a Harried Dronesmith, Curious Inquiry, Thinking Cap with an On the Job, Felonious Rage, and a Rot Farm Mortipede in the back. All right, so 2 packs in. Already got a Mythic, got a Leyline, got a Cryptic Coat, 2 borderless Surveil lands. All right, got ourselves another clue. They're all clues or detectives or thopters, I believe. And then we're going to see ourselves a Lamplight Phoenix, followed by Izoni, Center of the Web, and then Knowledge is Power, followed by the Cryptex, and a Deadly Cover-Up. All right, that was a bad pack. So we got ourselves a Murder, a Fey Flight, an Island, a Chalk Outline, followed by a Reckless Detective. Then we're going to see a Clandestine Meddler with a Slime Against Humanity, the most valuable card in the pack. Hooray. Then we're going to see ourselves a Sanitation Automation with a Jaded Analyst and a Gearbane Orangutan. All right, so Slime Against Humanity didn't save the pack, but it at least made it have some value. I'm going to guess that was the only card over $1. All right, so we got ourselves the Thopter, followed by Judith Carnage Connoisseur. This is not an Invisible Ink card. Then we get the Doorkeeper Thrall, followed by Merchant of the Truth. Then we're going to see Connecting the Dots with an Elegant Parlor, another Surveil land. Then we're going to see ourselves a Not on My Watch with a Murder, Plains, Scene of the Crime, followed by No More Lies, good uncommon. Then we're going to see ourselves a Karlov Watchdog, followed by Loxodon Eavesdropper, Defenstrated Phantom, and an Out Cold with an Airtight Alibi. So we're obviously we already found No More Lies and Slime Against Humanity, but we're also looking for Insidious Roots and a Crime Novelist. Both are uncommons, and if we can find them in the back, they'll add some value to our box. All right, so we got ourselves a Thopter here, followed by Aureola's Vindicator. This is an Invisible Ink. Let me see if I can get it. There it is. So very cool to see that. They will always be in the top spot. They will always be mythic. So hooray. Go ahead and put that right over there. Then we got an Anzrag's Rampage, followed by Copy Catchers from Commander, Drag the Canal, followed by World Soul's Rage, Demand Answers, Makeshift Binding, a Mountain, Deadly Complication, Forensic Researcher. Then we get an Undercity Eliminator with a Dog Walker, Nervous Gardener, Snarling Gorehound with a Seasoned Consultant in the back. So in that commander slot, you're really looking for Trouble in Pairs. That card is well over $25. So that is the one card from Commander that you really want to see. There were a few others. Unexplained Absence is another good one. But if you can pull yourself a Trouble in Pairs, you got yourself a pretty decent Commander card there. So we've got a Thopter with a Forensic Gadgeteer. Then we're going to see Kaya, Spirit's Justice, another Mythic coming in. Then we've got ourselves a Ransom Note, followed by Unyielding Gatekeeper. And then we're going to see Lazav, Wearer of Faces. With the Ambusher, then we're going to see the Whisper Drinker Vampire, the Swamp, the Sumala Sentry, Frantic Scapegoat, Living Conundrum, Gravestone Strider, Crime Stopper Sprite, Macabre Reconstruction, and a Market Watch Phantom. All right, so that takes us halfway through the box. If I'm not mistaken, we only got three mythics in the entire first half of the box. Let's just go back and double check. Wow, yeah, that is a really low mythic count. So we only got the Massacre Girl, Kaya, and Aurella's Vindicator coming in the Invisible Ink. So hopefully this half of the box is just loaded with mythics. Usually these are good for 8 to 12 mythics, so let's see if we can get there. So we got ourselves a clue, followed by Andrag the Quake-Mole coming in. This is not the Invisible Ink, but it is a mythic foil and a really good hit for us. And then behind that, we're going to see Assemble the Players with a Mob Verdict, Relive the Past, and a Raucous Theater for our 4th Surveil Land. Then we get Auspicious Arrival, Makeshift Binding with the Forest, Lumbering Laundry, Detective's Satchel, Sudden Setback, Gadget Technician with a Public Thoroughfare, and a Museum Night Watch with a Reasonable Doubt hiding in the back. Not a high value card. So in this set right now, there are 5 main set cards, regular frame, currently valued over $10, and there's another 12 in the auxiliary slot, Showcase, Borderless, Dossier, Invisible Ink, etc., etc. So there's actually some value in here, despite the not so much love for this set. So we're going to start this one off with an Outrageous Robbery in Foil Extended Art, with an Undercity Sewers coming in from the land cycle, followed by an Immortal Obligation, an Axebane Ferox with Yara's Roar of the Old Gods. Then we get the Whipcracker, followed by Deduce. Then we're going to see ourselves the Plains with a Knife, Borlak Clan Basher, Case of the Pilfered Proof, Tunnel Tipster. Then we get the Agency Coroner with a Rubble Belt Braggart and an Inside Source. Let me just take a half a second here and clean up my pile of common uncommons. Getting a little bit unruly. All right, so we're down to 4 packs, 2/3 of the way through the box. All right, we got ourselves another clue with a Crashing Footfalls coming in from the special guest. Very nice. This is the first time I've been able to pull a special guest and an Invisible Ink in a box. I knew it was possible, but this is the first time I've done it, so hooray. And then right behind that, we're going to see Errata, Deadly Fugitive, another Mythic coming in. And then we're going to see ourselves True Identity, followed by a Lamplight Phoenix and Krenko, Baron of Tin Street. Then we get ourselves Deduce with a Frantic Scapegoat, the Swamp, followed by Sample Collector. Then we get Tin Street Gossip, Fey Flight with a Granite Witness. Then we get a Deduce again with a Murder and Suspicious Detonation. All right, so we are now up to 6 mythics. Still hoping for a few more in here. So we got the Detective with a Treacherous Greed. And then behind that, we're going to see Krenko again with Take the Bait. Then we get Treacherous Greed again with Aurella's Vindicator. This time, just the standard frame foil from the main set. Then we get On the Job with Slice from the Shadows, the Mountain. Gleaming Gear Drake with Expose the Culprit, Leering Onlooker, Vengeful Creeper, Crowd Control Warden, Hasta Vigilante, and a Basilica Stalker in the back. All right, 2 final packs to go. Still have not pulled a serialized card. There's only 1,750 of them in existence because there's 7 cards serialized to 250. So we've got a Thopter with Homicide Investigator, followed by Oriella Above the Law. This is the frame that you would see a serialized card in. It will be the top card in the box, and it will be foil, obviously. Then we're going to see a Foreboding Steamboat with another Cryptic Coat, 2 for 1 in this box. Then we get Prof's Edict Memory. Then the Deadly Complication, the Fanatical Strength, followed by the Forest. Then we get a Leg Up, Coerce to Kill, Neighborhood Guardian, Topiary Panther, Demand Answers, Due Diligence, and a Toxin Analysis. All right, so far only 2 out of the 4 in the common uncommon slot. Maybe we can see one more in here. This is our final pack, and then we'll jump into the MTG box analysis. All right, so our first card is going to be a repeat of Kaya, but this time she is in her foil borderless treatment. Very nice. And then behind that, we're going to see a World Souls Rage with Detective of the Month. All right. And then we get a Hunted Bone Brute with a Thundering Falls for our 6th Surveil land of the box. Frantic Search, Deadly Complication, The Plains, Soul Search, Crime Novelist. There you go. That's another uncommon valued over $1. Then we get ourselves the Karul Whipcracker, Rift Burst Helion, Innocent Bystander, The Auspicious Arrival, and Extract a Confession. All right, so I'll get everything sorted, organized, and be right back with the MTG box analysis. Let's get things started by reviewing the contents of the box. Using this chart, we can see the cards that we were eligible to see shaded in gray, the non-foils we actually saw in green, and the foils in orange. In the non-foil space, we saw 14 Showcase, 7 Dossier, 3 Borderless, and 12 Extended Art cards from the main set, as well as 12 Extended Art cards from Commander. In the foil space, we saw between 12 and 15 cards for each of the colors of Magic and Standard Frame, along with 10 more foil Showcase, 6 Dossier, 2 Borderless, and 4 Extended Art cards from the main set, but none from Commander. Finally, we saw 1 Invisible Ink and 1 Special Guest in this box. Moving in the coverage in the non-foil space, we saw 35 unique cards from the 123 cards we were eligible to obtain from the main set, which gave us 28% coverage. From the Commander subset, we saw 12 non-foil Extended Art cards out of a possible 47, giving us 26% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 124 of the 413 cards we were eligible to pull from the main set, giving us 30% coverage. Finally, we saw 1 special guest, which means that we saw 10% of the coverage for Murders at Karlov Manor, as it introduced 10 new special guests in this multi-set collection. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, in today's box we saw 64% of the commons and 20% of the uncommons we were eligible to see in non-foil from the main set. We also saw 21 of the 69 rares for 30% coverage and 3 non-foil mythics for 13% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 60% of the commons and 34% of the uncommons, and we picked up 19 foil rares for 14% coverage, as well as 4 foil mythics for 7% coverage. From the Commander subset, we saw 12 of the 39 rares for 31% coverage, but not a single mythic either in non-foil or foil. In the end, this box contained 52 rares and 8 mythics in 12 packs when we include our special guest. Before getting into the value of today's collector booster box, let's take a look at the current value of the set. This chart displays all 460 cards that you can pull from a collector booster pack using non-foil market prices as of March 1st, 2024. Currently, the set contains 17 cards valued over $10. From the Commander subset, we have Trouble in Pairs valued at $28.79, and then from the main set, we have 10 cards in a variety of frames. The other 6 cards are Invisible Ink, with the Vein Ripper taking the top spot with a market value of $42.49. In addition to these 17 high-value cards, there's also 27 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 57 cards in the $1 to $5 range. The other 359 cards are currently valued less than $1. The 413 cards from the main set have a total market value of $702.06. The 47 Commander cards have a market value of $60.84. This gives the Murders at Karlov Manor's 460 cards a grand total market value of $762.90, which is up about $4 in the last 2 weeks. Now let's begin to recap the actual observed value that we saw in today's box, starting off with a look at the non-foils. We ended up seeing two non-foil cards valued over $10. We picked up the borderless Undercity Sewers valued at $14.01, and the extended art Leyline of the Guild Pact valued at $16.26. We also saw 3 cards in the $5 to $10 range, and 5 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 38 non-foils in the box are currently valued less than $1. In the foil space, we also picked up 2 additional cards valued over $10, including the borderless Hedge Maze, valued at $13.99, and the borderless Crashing Footfalls from the Special Guest subset, valued at $39.47. We picked up 4 cards from the main set, valued over $5, including the Invisible Ink Aureola's Vindicator, plus we picked up 12 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 126 foils in the box are currently valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, the market price for this box as of March 1st, 2024 is $159.06, which is down about $10 in the last 2 weeks. Now, the Murders at Karlov Manor Collector Booster Box contains 12 packs with 15 cards, allowing you to see 180 cards plus tokens. The current market value of the 12 extended art Commander cards that we saw is $6.34. Our special guest, Crashing Footfalls, has a market value of $39.47. The 63 commons and 12 full art foil basic lands are valued at $12.49 combined, and the 45 uncommons are valued at $9.82. Now, the 40 main set rares that we pulled have a market value of $104.58, and our 7 mythics are valued at $35.94. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $208.64 in card market value, which is $49.58 over the market price for the box, and means that this box returned 131% of the market price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 21 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $173.95, which means that those 21 cards represent 83% of the total box value, but 109% of the market price, making this a pretty decent box. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, as I'll be cracking Karlov Manor all week long and doing a special 6 collector booster box comparison on Friday, March 8th. Until next time, do something amazing. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.